Alright guys, welcome back to the last chapter of Dear Esther. Chapter 4. I love when it gives us two paths. It's like, why? Why do we have two paths? I'm going to take the left one. Because the right one looks like it does probably lead somewhere, so maybe we have to come back.
The moon over the Sanford Junction, headlights in your retinas. Donnelly drove a grey hatchback without a bottom. All the creatures of the tarmac rose to sing to him. All manner of symbols crudely scrawled across the cliff face of my unrest. My life reduced to an electrical diagram. All my gulls have taken flight. They will no longer roost on these outcrops. The lure of the moon over the Sanford Junction is too strong.
Of course it lets us go back. What's up here? Nothing up there, it doesn't look like. It's like, I just hope we're going in the right direction. Oh, okay. I feel like that's where we're supposed to go, but there's a candle over here, so let's go see what's up. Oh, we could have got here from here. Wow. Legit nothing out here. Not even a voiceover. Come on, dude. I need somebody to talk. Somebody's got to make some sense out of this. Because ain't nothing being made sense out of right now. We've got to get over to them lights. Assuming we just go around. Also, what the hell happened to the radio? There it is. Oh, okay. I guess that's surely where we're heading. What have we here?
Of fire and soil, I chose fire. It seemed the more contemporary of the options, the more sanitary. I could not bear the thought of the reassembly of such a ruin. Stitching arm to shoulder and femur to hip, charting a line of thread like traffic stilled on a motorway, making it all acceptable for tearful aunts and traumatized uncles flown in specially for the occasion. Reduced to ash, mix with water, make a phosphorescent paint for these rocks and ceilings.
What is this? My end goal is there, but I'm following these candles real quick. Even though I feel like it probably is going to be nothing. But I mean, it's not that big of a deal. We're only 3 minutes in. Yeah, it'd be okay if this one's a little longer. Like, legit, there is nothing. Which, I mean, it's fine, I guess, but...
There were chemical stains on the tarmac. The leak of air conditioning, brake fluid and petrol. He kept sniffing at his fingers as he sat by the roadside, waiting as if he couldn't quite understand or recognize their smell. He said he'd been traveling back from a sales conference in Exeter. He'd stopped for farewell drinks earlier, but had kept a careful eye on his intake. You could hear the sirens above the idling traffic.
Are we supposed to go this way? Because this is going to be like a shit ton of backtracking otherwise. There's something out here.
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
So these are letters he wrote to Esther, I assume, and he made them into boats. And put them down there. Well, let's go over and see what's in here, and then we'll go back and try to get up the mountain to the radio tower. Hey, look, stairs, thank God. On a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. Well, I ain't walking out here in the water again, because we saw what happened last time. Thought that might trigger something, but it's not. Okay, we're going up those steps because I'm not going back that way. I definitely feel like we probably, because I could have like completely missed this if I hadn't came over here. So I feel like we probably missed cutscenes, like little voiceovers somewhere, but it's not a big deal. Like I said, the story doesn't make very much sense to me at all. Sounds to me like a guy lost at sea, possibly from his wife or a woman he loves. That's all I'm gathering. And I mean, I'm not hating on the game. I mean, I'm enjoying this. It's just I wish it made a little more sense to me. Maybe if I wasn't trying to like record it, it would, or if I wasn't talking. Because this would be like a very enjoyable game to just sit here and
running over
watch.
the edge of the rocks, a moon that casts a signal as I lay pinned beside you, the ticking of the cooling engine, and the calling from a great height, all my mind as a bypass.
This is going to take us up here to this. Oh my. Is that a person standing over there? Are we finally going to get to see another person? Because there hasn't been another person on this the entire game. Oh, that's some bullshit. He's going to make us go this way, and there probably won't be anybody there when we get up there. Got that eerie music playing.
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
Of course they're not over here now. And he was proceeding on his journey. It seems like we've went the right way, so I'm happy about that. Maybe we're just hallucinating in game. the ambience is just eerie. It has been all game, but I'm enjoying it. Like, I like it. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not necessarily against walking simulators. This has been okay.
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
Got like super dark all of a sudden. Finally, a gate. Let's go over here real quick.
Returning to my car afterwards, hands still shaking, and a head split open by the impact. Goodbye to tearful aunts and traumatized uncles. Goodbye to the phenomenal. Goodbye to the tangible. Goodbye Wolverhampton. Goodbye Sanford. Goodbye Cromer. Goodbye Damascus. This cliff path is slippery in the dew. It is hard to climb with such an infection. I must carve out the bad flesh and sling it from the aerial. I must become infused with the very air.
There's more paint. Can we look down here and see a person standing again? No. I mean, I enjoy that. I mean, look at that. That is beautiful. Take a picture of it. I just don't understand the point other than it just looking really nice. I mean, there's no voiceovers or anything, so it doesn't really matter. I'll screw around and fall if I'm not careful. We need to get back over here. Finally! We're making our way up to the gate. We're making our way up to this radio tower. Hopefully it's worth it. Like, where in the hell do we go now? But there's more steps. I almost recorded this and didn't talk.
Perched on a spent bonnet, sideways, whilst the sirens fell through the middle distance and the metal moaned in grief about us. I'm about this night in walking, old bread and gull bones, old Donnelly at the bar gripping his drink, old Esther walking with our children, old Paul as ever, old Paul. He shakes and he shivers and he turns off his lights alone.
There was some distress to that. All the way down there on the beach is where we came from. It's so crazy. Not even reading the writing on the wall there. Well, interesting to see how this is going to play out right here.
I am the aerial. In my passing, I will send news to each and every star.
What this is? Are we dying?
Dear
That's
Esther,
it. It's taken over.
I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We have always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me.
Jakobsen.
They will
That's a
leave
Jacobsen.
white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
Well, what is going on here? It's taking us back down the same path we just went.
Come back.
Well, fade to black. Well, that's that. I have no clue what happened. I don't know. Did we kill ourselves? Did we just die up there? I don't know. I'm confused and I'm going to have to look it up. I did enjoy this, though. I did enjoy this. The Chinese Room. That's who made this, and I think they're the ones who made Everyone's Gone to the Rapture. And like I said, I'm probably going to play that. Because I enjoyed this. I'm not going to play a lot of walking simulators, but I've got 2 of them made by the same company. And I'm going to give the other one a shot because I did enjoy this. I thought this looked fantastic. I wish I understood what was going on, but it is what it is. So the first episode and the last episode were longer. The middle 2 weren't long at all. But anyways, is there any way to skip this? I don't guess so. I'll probably just call it. I don't think there's any point in letting it play all the way out. Well, I guess we could. I can't imagine it's going to be the credits are going to be that long. I mean, I hope you enjoyed it. Whoever watched it. I mean, I had fun, like I said, playing it. It's not exactly the type of game I would play all the time, but it's like I had the game, so might as well give it a shot. And I wasn't even going to do that until I seen that it was made by the same company that made the game I was going to play. I was like, well, okay, now I'll give it. I've definitely got to play it now. I feel like it's a beautiful game. Resume. We're not going to resume. What we are going to do is end it here. And like I said, hope you enjoyed it. I probably missed a bunch of stuff, but I wasn't really in it to do that. I was just in it to complete a game. So yeah, thank you so much for watching.